Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Sims 4 speed build for you, and actually this is in an apartment, which I feel like I have not built in an apartment in forever. Like it literally feels like it's been so long. But for this apartment I decided to go with this like eclectic boho kind of theme, and I used a lot of the new items from Growing Together. This is not a pack like limited build, but there are a lot of items from that. And I actually started in this kitchen space. I knew I wanted to use the fridge and the stove that came with Growing Together. And honestly, at this point, I was still trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate this apartment, which I feel like happens to me a lot. Like I just knew I wanted to build an apartment and I wanted to use those appliances, and then I was just kind of going from there. And since the Growing Together pack did not come with counters, you can see me struggle here on how I wanted to match counters with these appliances, because I know we can use those base game like industrial ones, which I have done before, but I wanted to do something different, you know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like those match, but I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I ended up using these really nice, I believe those are cool kitchen counters, and I love the warmth the wood brought to this space. So I actually changed out, you saw a second ago, I changed out the flooring for that, and then I found this super beautiful wallpaper that's from Cottage Living, and I was like, I really want to use this. I love the blue and the really soft greens and that little bit of like a peachy orange, and I thought this just was so lovely. And then I used that brick as kind of a way to break up a lot of that wallpaper. I was hoping that we would have like a wallpaper that would match that, but that maybe didn't have the design on it, if that makes sense. So their design wasn't like everywhere, especially since these are, I can't remember if these are medium or tall wall height. So it definitely felt like there was just a lot of patterns. So like I said, I used the brick to kind of break it up a little bit. And then I ended up using the paranormal rug along with the Growing Together rug there in the living space. And I felt like actually those packs kind of go together really well. I used several of the paranormal pack items as well. And I think, I don't think I used a lot of the Decor to the Max stuff. No, it's not a stuff pack, the kit, but I feel like you could though, to be honest. But I used, like I said, a lot of the stuff from Growing Together, and it just, I feel like it came out so warm and cozy, and seriously, I really just didn't know where I was going to go with this when I started, but I think it worked out really nicely. And actually, my mom was here while I was building this, so she actually helped me out for a while I was building, and we had actually just streamed over on Twitch too, so if you ever want to come say hi to my mom, she streams with me about once a month over on Twitch. The link is down below if you want to come hang out with us. It's a whole lot of fun. And so I just really, honestly, you know, I just felt like building, you know what I mean? Like I just really wanted to build something. So we ended up building this at like 10 o'clock at night or something is when I started this. Like it was really late, but I was just like really in the mood to build an apartment. Well, I guess really I was in the mood to decorate. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to build necessarily like the structure. I just really wanted to decorate. I just really wanted to use a lot of our new items we got here. And I love that fireplace so much. And I love that it has a tile that matched what we got in Growing Together as well. And I really tried to make this space feel cozy, even though we do have those really tall wall heights there, you can see, and we end up having this really nice entrance like foyer area. And I love that mirror so much, is the one we got with Growing Together. And don't worry, I do get to the kitchen and I do decorate it, and I'm not sure why, I think I just got that and I was like, okay, this is the direction I'm going to go with when I decorate this space. And then I went and decorated everything else in the main living area, and then I went back. But I love the way this all turned out. I loved it so much. And don't worry, I do use that cluster of plants later on in the build because I knew I had to use it. I love the plants we got with this pack as well. And I do have a video of me going through like all of the items we got with the pack and how I feel about all of the items. If you're interested in that, that is up on the channel. If you are curious to see, like if you're a builder and you want to know whether it's worth buying this pack, you know, you can check that video out if you would like to. And I didn't necessarily want to put like a full counter like island here, but I thought maybe having some sort of like almost a fake island or like a little table would be nice. So I originally put two of those island living, I believe that's island living tables together, but I ended up swapping it out for, I think that's a Seasons. I correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's Seasons. I think it's like the buffet kind of cabinet, and I thought it worked so well, especially because it had all of that like clutter in there with like the plates. It felt like it made a whole lot of sense there, and it just felt it just felt so warm, you know what I mean, versus having more counter space. And I ended up putting that towel we got with Growing Together on the side of it, which I'm not kidding. I feel like I'm going to do that a lot because I love that so much. I love having that option of being able to put that towel somewhere else. And like, at least for me personally, I always have like some kind of towel in my kitchen, like whether it's like for people washing their hands or washing dishes or whatever. Like I always have towels like everywhere in my kitchen. Let me know if that's something you also do, or whether you just use like paper towels or something. But I mean, I also have paper towels as well. You can probably tell given the fact that I put paper towels in literally like every single one of my builds. And of course there is a fruit bowl, which if you have hung out with us on stream, or maybe you've heard me talk about it in other speed builds, my mom, it is a must, like, to have a fruit bowl in all the builds. So it's actually really funny when I'm building over on Twitch, my chat is always like, did you put the fruit bowl there for your mom? Like, you need to put it there. And it's just so funny. So we definitely included that here. And oh, I was so excited about this door. And I feel like I just discovered this door recently on the base game build I just did. A family base came home and I was like, oh, we could use this. It has like a lovely pattern on it and it worked so well. And this is actually a 1-bedroom apartment. So this ends up being an office, but I wanted it to have kind of a walkway. I didn't want it to be as closed off, but some of those other doorways were they were just too big, so we swapped it out for that smaller one, but it matches the other doors. I was so excited. I wish we could use those doors as the front door to the apartment. I really wish we could change the front door to the apartment. I mean, you might be able to do it with tulle or something. I feel like people do some really interesting things with tulle. I need to learn more about it, to be honest. I do have it, I just don't use it a whole lot. And if you're wondering, that is a mod for building in The Sims 4 that allows you to like do a lot of things, to be honest, but it allows you, some of the big things is like sizing items exactly how you want them to be sized. So if you've ever sized a rug like up or down, you can tell sometimes they size like really big or really small and then they're still not very useful. But with the tulle mod, you can actually pick exactly how big you want it. So that makes it really nice and more versatile to be able to use different items in places that you may not have been able to use them before. And anyways, that was totally like off topic, but I feel like maybe you could do that. And I've seen, I think, tricks maybe with tulle, you can change out maybe apartment windows or something. Anyways, maybe I need to look into that a little bit more. And I feel like I totally talked through this half bath here, but I did put in some laundry there as well. And of course, if you don't have laundry day, that stuff can be taken out. And you can honestly just put in like a shower or bathtub in there and have 2 full baths, which is like a ton of room. And I feel like this is a very versatile apartment because you could even swap out that office space for like a small like nursery, since we did just get that infant update, or for like a toddler room or a kid's room. Like, I feel like you've got a lot of options, and the owner's suite actually ends up being really big. Like, it is a really big room, so I feel like you have a lot of options there as well. You could probably put like a desk in there if you did want to utilize that space differently. And this is up on the Sims 4 gallery if you would like to download it under my ID spicensprinkles. And as usual, please download it, do whatever you want with it, redecorate it, use it however you see fit for your gameplay. And I hope you enjoy it. If you do actually plan on downloading it, or you know, have some ideas for gameplay for it, let me know down in the comments. I love to hear what you all do with my builds and how you play with them, because of course, like, I think of like Sims, and like maybe when I'm building this I have people in mind, but like, you can play with this however you want to. So, and y'all are so creative, so I would love to hear from you. And or you can also let me know over on Instagram or Twitter. I do have accounts over there. I am not as active in terms of posting as I am like on Twitch and on YouTube, but I do have accounts over there. But anyways, that was like so long-winded. So but anyways, yeah, let me know if you use them because I would love to know that. And we are also working on the Big Sister Challenge. So I should have another one of those videos coming out if you have been keeping up with that series. That is actually my gameplay series that I do over on Twitch, but I make into like shorter videos for YouTube. So if you're interested in watching that, I do have a playlist that is linked down in the description. And of course, come hang out with us if you want to see it recorded live. But we've been working a lot on actually redoing the world and actually creating some builds and makeovers, since the sisters actually just aged up, and we're so excited for the next chapter of their lives. We actually ended up adding like a bachelor to the world, which actually someone over on Twitch actually created created this bachelor for me, and honestly, he is perfect. I really hope it works out. I know this is like totally not build related, but I'm just like so excited to actually play that. And I feel like everybody started the 100 baby challenge recently, and honestly, y'all, I just don't know if I can handle it. I really, really don't. But I am excited to play with infants hopefully soon. Maybe we'll have a kid on I was about to say the 100 baby challenge. No, on the big sister challenge. But anyways, that's totally like, I'm talking again over the bathroom. Apparently I just am doing that for this build. But again, this super amazing sink and shower that we got with Growing Together. I love them so much. It almost feels like CC to me. Like, it's so pretty. It is so, so pretty. And like, so anyways, I highly recommend this pack if you are a builder. I love these items. And you do also have a mix of also like the more modern items that came with it, which if you watched my video, I was really confused, to be honest. But maybe that's more of the like modern community center kind of furniture, but like this furniture is my favorite that came with this pack, just like this really nice eclectic kind of boho vibe. And we use this like dark plum wallpaper in here, and it was so pretty with the bed. I love the bedspreads that came on this bed from Growing Together, and I thought about using that rug. I think it works perfectly with that bed, but I felt like it didn't quite match the rest of the apartment, so instead I kind of made my own like rug collage instead, and that werewolf like stack of like trunks worked so well. I felt like that was so pretty and so perfect for this room, and I am in love with that rocking chair. I am not going to lie. Again, I think that's one of my favorite items in the pack. I keep saying that. I love a lot of items in that pack, but I feel like it's just so lovely, and I'm so happy to have another rocking chair. We've had rocking chairs already in the game, but that one just feels so cozy and like one you would put like in a nursery or something. So very, very excited about that rocking chair. I feel like I'm going to also be using that a lot in my build, but we'll see like in the coming months like how often I use it. But I feel like I'm going to be using it a lot, and I felt like this room came together just so well, and it has like just so many little details for the Sims in this build, and it just, I don't know, it came together so well. And actually at this point, it's kind of funny. My mom was hanging out with me, and like I said, we were building this really late, but she was actually falling asleep a little bit when we were doing this room, and she was like, I don't know if I can wait for you to clutter everything, because you know I like clutter. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to let me know in the comments, and give me a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on notifications. I would really appreciate it. And as always, I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye everybody.
I can be anything, whatever you want me to be. It's a call to the ring. I'm throwing up my gloves and knees. My back against the ropes. I got nowhere to go. I'm looking down the slope. I gotta strike a blow. 'Cause practice makes perfect, you know. This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.